Hey, Coach, so excited that you found our YouTube channel and found everything that we have to offer on teachhoops.com. If you have any questions, go click down below. We're here to help, we're here to serve. So go over and check it out up above. Hey, Coach, one more thing. Everything that we're gonna talk about in this episode will be found down below in the show notes as far as the levels of mastery. So if you want any of these things, just click down below. Enjoy. All right, so today we're going to talk about the 3 levels of mastery, and I'll probably put a little summary down in the bottom here for you. But there are basically 3 levels of mastery when you master something, and we've all mastered things. The first one is cognitive. So it is the first time cognitive ability or cognitive mastery. Best way to kind of explain it is. It is when you first understand something. So let's say you're reading a book about coaching, and you go, "Gosh, I get this. That coach is running the dribble drive, and I really kind of understand it." And you're kind of going, or you're listening to this podcast, and you go, "Yeah, that what Coach Collins says makes sense." Kind of really, and it sounds easy, but instead, when you try that new insight or that new technique, you don't really have it. You don't really understand it. Instead, it takes repetition. It takes a deeper knowledge to action. And I don't remember who said this, but the masters of repetition is the mother of skill. You have to have repetition. As a math teacher, I talk about that all the time. We all have that repetition to learn our timetables. So to be successful in your coaching, you need a deeper level of understanding. So we all listen to podcasts. You're listening to this obviously right now or watching on YouTube. So you always kind of have that quick, oh, I get it. I totally understand this. But when you try to go out and implement it, you don't. So that's the first level of mastery, is the cognitive one, is the repetitions, to dig deeper into it. It's knowledge to action is that big thing. So that's the first step. Step 2 is the emotional mastery. So I'll give an example of this in a second. Emotion mastery is where you start linking consequences and doing. It's pain and pleasure. And we've all been there. If we've been a coach long enough, we've had the pain and we've had the pleasure. So let's use an example of picking your team. Okay, you pick the wrong team. You go through it. What happened as a result of picking this wrong player for your team. I bet you had some pain, or your team had some pain. It was a deep emotional feeling. Maybe it was a coach that you hired. You hired the wrong assistant coach or the wrong freshman coach. So you think the next time you will do something different. This is the emotional mastery. It's like you got to feel life. You got to feel that pain. So people will repeat the same mistakes over and over until they associate, a good emotion or a bad emotion, and then hopefully they will pivot. So the master step 2 is emotional mastery. So step 1 was cognitive, which is repetition, deeper dive, knowledge to action, kind of knowing that. The second one is emotional mastery, is where you start linking consequences. You link those strong emotions, both positive and negative. And then the third one is physical mastery. With enough repetition and enough emotion, you can get to physical mastery. That's when you don't think about it. That's where Dr. Dish comes in. When you just do it, it's automatic. I think a prime example, I was just visiting my niece and nephew. A prime example of this is tying your shoe, brushing your teeth, things that we do every day, driving a car, even for a lot of you that are listening. Remember how hard it was when you learned how to drive a car, how you learned how to do the little bunny ears when you were learning to tie your shoe. It's the same with coaching. You have learned a skill over time, okay, practice skill over time, to the point that you don't think about it. Well, if you get to the physical mastery in your coaching, it's a wonderful thing. That's where teachhoops.com comes in. The physical mastery is where I've gotten to that point. 30 years of coaching, I've gotten into the physical mastery of a game, a feel, a practice. So that's where you want to get. You want to get to that level, that third level. So cognitive, again, is repetition, deeper dive into knowledge, into skill. Second one is emotional mastery, is where you start linking pain or happiness. You know, we want to stay title, ooh, this worked really well. And then the physical mastery. The physical mastery is no thoughts. You just kind of go and do it. You know, I'll jump in my car right now in about 10 minutes. I'm driving to work. I will do that. I will not think about it, which isn't always good, but it's just automatic. It's an automatic thing. And that's where we want to get our kids to. We want to get our kids to the physical mastery, to the point where they're not thinking about setting that screen. From someone who runs the Read and React, they're not thinking about the flare screen. They're just doing it. So I hope this helped. Make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com. Make sure you subscribe and like. Make sure you use our Amazon link down below, and have a great day.
Hey, Coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. Let me know how we can help. Join teachhoops.com up above. I've been through it all. I've won championships, won a bunch of rings. Let me know how I can help you become a better basketball coach. Click teachhoops.com and check it out.